Hey Pratt, it is your personal trainer and strength coach Karina here, and this week we're going to be going over our lower body exercise in phase 3, week 2 of your summer strength training program. So this is going to be one of the most essential exercises for you guys in the weight room to do correctly and avoid injury, and this is the barbell back squat. So with your back squats, there's a lot of stuff that we could go over today. My main pointers are going to be this. First of all, we'll talk about setup of your hands. Just like any other barbell exercise, you want to make sure that your hands are evenly placed on the bar. You guys can always pay attention to the little blank strips. I would like to set up your hands just a little bit outside of shoulder width when first going under the bar. So hand position number 1. Number 2, the placement of the bar on your back is really important. You don't want to be too high up on your neck. Definitely don't want that. And you don't want it too low, because that basically avoids any sort of chance of you dropping it or being too uncomfortable with the bar too low on your shoulders. You basically want to have the bar on the very, very bottom below your neck, and you want to be resting on your traps basically, so right on this part of your shoulders. There's going to be that little dip. When you're bringing your shoulders up, you can feel the bar placed nicely right on the upper part of your back and on your shoulders. So other things, if you guys are too uncomfortable with the bar on your back, a lot of times they're going to have these little foam covers that you can put on the barbell. That's an option, but I would really rather you guys try and just have the bar on your back. Other things to consider: when we are standing up and getting ready for our barbell back squat, we want to make sure that the rack that we're using has the safety bars on the side. You can adjust those so that way it doesn't affect the depth of your squat too much. If you are getting lower in your squat, you want to have the bars a little bit lower. And if you are very uncomfortable doing a back squat, I would recommend that you set up the safety bars higher. This is going to prevent you from bottoming out and basically failing in your squat and avoiding injury doing that. So make sure that you're staying within the rack and you're having your safety bars up as well. For foot placement, you want to make sure that your feet are just a little bit outside of shoulder width for a traditional barbell back squat. When you're going down in your squat, this is the thing that most people start to mess up. That is where your first movement is going to be a hinge in your hips. Once you're pushing your hips back, because this is a back-loaded movement, you want to feel your weight in your heels all the way down and all the way up in the exercise. As you're coming down, make sure that your head, shoulders, and glutes are maintaining a nice straight line throughout, again, the entire exercise. If you start to see or feel a curve in your back, that's when you know you're not maintaining a good position, and that's when we start to get into that area of maybe feeling lower back discomfort or pain, and potentially getting injured. So by all means, please take a video of yourself, have a mirror available, have a spotter to make sure that you're keeping that nice straight back position. The other thing is bottoming out in your squat. Just like the goblet squat that we went over a little while back, the same thing applies to the barbell back squat, where if you start to see that your butt is what I call a butt dip, which is again that curve, that also might mean that you're getting too low in your squat. Maintain that straight line until you start to feel that curve. That's where you know your bottom of your squat is going to be. I don't care so much of how much depth you can get with not good form. It is all about good form in this exercise. Once you guys feel more confident in your positioning and your form, that's when you can start to build up your weight and go from just using the bar to actually starting to add some weights on the side as well. For anyone that's a beginner and doesn't really quite feel comfortable using a barbell, the other option I would give you is that you can use a pipe. Whether that is a broomstick or anything, basically just like a pipe, which is long, skinny, basically mimicking a barbell. That's a really good way for you guys to practice and start to get the form down, and also have a lighter weight option if you're not quite comfortable graduating to a barbell back squat yet. So final things I will say about this exercise: you want to make sure that you're exhaling on the way up of your squat. Inhale as you're going down in your squat, and make sure again that you're getting a nice good glute squeeze at the top of each rep. If you guys have any questions at all about performing a barbell back squat, please feel free to message me at Body by Karina. You can message at Pratt Rep Well, or you can drop it in the comments. I will see you guys next week for our upper body workout.